Welcome to our very first AI hackathon for high school kids. I'm super excited to share this event's details with you. We organized this prompt engineering hackathon for high school kids with the help of the CPROMPT.AI technology partnership on June 13, 2023. This video will give you an overview of the event, and I hope it will help you organize your own AI prompt engineering hackathon for any age in your local community. Let's get started. Our main goal for this hackathon was to introduce high school students to prompt engineering. We wanted them to learn how to solve real-world problems using artificial intelligence prompts and turn their AI prompts into mini-apps using the CPROMPT.AI platform so that people with no idea or access to artificial intelligence can still use these solutions on the internet. We invited students from our family and friend circles to participate. It was a private hackathon that happened in Rocklin, California. Our team consisted of 2 parents and a staff member from CPROMPT.AI. I'm Kabir, one of the parents who co-hosted this event. My friend Dr. K9-12, an environmental scientist and an excellent organizer, joined me as the other co-host. He went above and beyond by helping with the organization and cooking delicious meals. It added a special touch to the event, and we're truly grateful for his generosity. We also had Josh from the CPROMPT.AI team provide technical support for the participants. Thanks to Josh, the kids could get up to speed quickly. Let me walk you through the process we followed to make this hackathon successful. First, we formed a team to manage the entire project. Then, we set clear goals for the event. Next, we designed a set of prompt challenges for the participants to solve. After that, we invited a select group of kids, mostly through our friends and family, and invited them to join us. Finally, we developed a detailed action plan and successfully executed it beyond our expectations. We got amazing responses to our invite. A dozen kids wanted to participate even though it was a weekday and a big hassle for their parents to drop them off from different towns within the greater Sacramento area. Before the event, Dr. K9-12 and I debated letting the kids form their teams. Eventually, we decided to create the teams ourselves to save time. So we formed 3 teams, red, green, and blue, RGB. To cater to the diverse interests of the kids, I designed problems in 5 categories: education, health, environment, finance, and computer science. I also left an option for kids to try bonus problems if they finished at least 2 problems in other categories. To explore the specific problems in each category, you can download the handbook I created for this event from our website, link in the description. Since most of the kids were new to prompt engineering and the CPROMPT.AI platform, I anticipated they would be able to finish 1 to 2 problems within the given time. And they did a fantastic job creating prompt apps for 2 problems each. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, nobody went for the bonus category. The hackathon occurred on June 13th, a Tuesday. We purposely chose a weekday since most weekends were already filled with other family activities this summer. Kids were asked to arrive before 10 a.m., and their parents dropped them off. Upon arrival, we gave them name badges to wear throughout the event. They did an awesome job following this request. We gathered the kids in the living room entrance area and asked if they knew about prompt engineering. While they were familiar with ChatGPT, they weren't aware of prompt engineering. So prompt engineering designs instructions or queries to guide language models or AI systems. It helps in getting accurate and relevant responses from the models. Prompt engineering is the future of personalized apps, where people can create specific AI systems to meet their needs. We let the kids settle into our fun game room and my kids' computer room.
So I'm gonna go check out the guys upstairs doing their session.
Did you want to schedule an appointment at all? Did you want to schedule an appointment, Green? Blue is going to be as soon as I'm done scheduling an appointment in a couple minutes. Red's put it in the distance.
What team are you guys?
The blue team.
The blue team. And can you tell me what problem you're solving?
We're solving the carbon footprint one.
Carbon footprint one?
Yeah,
That's
we're tracking the average household carbon footprint.
Yeah.
awesome.
And we're getting
So
good rating.
you're a good start? Everything is going good?
Everything's going
You don't need any expensive consultations?
No, not yet.
How much money did you spend so far?
Like 25, right?
25? That sounds like food.
No, 50.
Oh, did you get tech support?
Yes.
Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to the other teams. How is it going, guys?
Oh, yeah, it's going good.
Okay.
We're making a nutritional-based meal plan.
Meal planner?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome, very good. Any technical problem right now?
So far, we had some, but Josh kind of helped out. So
Yeah.
now it's
Awesome.
it's good.
So how much money did you spend so far? 55. That sounds good. That sounds good. All right, awesome.
We're going to 101. 110.
Hey guys, how are you? So what are you guys solving?
We're making a budget planner based on
Budget planner?
Yeah.
The financial problem?
Yeah.
So that let's talk about money. How much money did you spend so far?
50.
50? No food?
No food.
No food. Aris?
Yeah, we have to pay for food.
$5 for extra food. No, there is meals provided, but you know you have to spend money on junk food like chips and things. But so far any technical problem?
Not yet.
No. So everything good?
Yep.
All right, awesome. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Hello. The project that we are working on is like if you put the input, it's going to give you a nutrition food diet.
Oh wow, I need that badly.
All right, so you guys make sure I said free, make it chargeable, and then send him a link, like $50 per run.
I mean, if you give us some tips on how to improve it, we might make it free for you.
Who is this guy? Ethan? You live here? This is Timin, and Aris is Mahfouz's son. So what are you guys solving?
We're making a budget planner.
Budget planner.
Budget planner.
So
Tuition is that.
Yeah. So you gotta buy it. A doctor buyer. You know how doctors need budget planning. Your mom needs the budget planning. So we're gonna sell 2 copies right now. How much do you guys want to charge? I said 500 each. Custom license. What do you think?
Oh, wait, it's still beta.
It depends how much it will save us.
That's true.
Thank you guys for being part of this experiment. And without Masamai, we couldn't have done this. And of course, without you, we could not have done this. Today, your kids came to our house in the morning and they had access to this document. This is a 20-some page document. You will have a copy, so no worries. You'll have a copy of it. And this is the document I wrote. It's a handbook to do the project today. And this project that they worked on is a hackathon. They came here, they didn't even know what hackathon is, so I had to explain what hackathon is. I actually went to a party yesterday or day before and I said I'm doing this, and one person said, so you're going to make a website and they're going to hack it? That's what everybody, hackathon is about getting a bunch of people in one room or one place and hacking out a solution. So in a high speed, fast manner, we interacting with each other. They did exactly that. They have never experienced hackathon, but experiencing hackathon in my house versus experiencing hackathon in Bay Area or somewhere else, they will have a very good start because they now know what it is and they know how to. They have done everything right. You know, amazing. They have done amazing jobs. We didn't have much. We were busy eating food that Masamba is eating. So today's goal was to introduce them to AI. So you probably all have heard of ChatGPT, AI, and these things everywhere. And some of you are in the field, so you know. But they were experienced with ChatGPT. They knew that much that ChatGPT is out there, and that's what it is. It's extremely good and important to know about AI today. We created a tool called CPROMPT.AI. It's like a startup. It's an educational platform. That's what they use. They actually use ChatGPT to figure out a solution, and they put the solution in our system to create an app. So you will see their example apps that they have created. So they have learned today how to instruct AI to build something. I asked them, did you watch Star Trek? None of them did, because Star Trek is, they were not born. But if you remember Star Trek Next Generation, there's a blind guy, his name is Geordie LaForge. He goes into the engine room, legally blind, but he's using an AI-powered visor that makes him see, things. And then what does he do? He said, computer, reconfigure the warp coil, drop this, do this, and he's telling the computer. This is exactly what we're doing. We're telling the computer in our natural language how to control it. Don't be fooled. That is how programming is going to be done. So all the time you spend teaching them coding, all the things that you've done, not wasted. They will help. But the next generation kids are not going to go do Python. They're going to say, computer, generate a Python script that does this. And it's going to do that. Now, if you go ask ChatGPT, computer, generate a Chrome plugin that solves this, it's just going to do it. It's not going to do proper job. So it still requires a lot of information, a lot of specificity, a lot of things. They learned that today. I gave them 10 problems. In this thing, there was 10 problems. The problems range from education, health, finance, environment, and computer science. I made the computer science part the easiest thing to do so that they go for it. They went for the big problems. They actually made tools that other people can use right now. So instead of just researching and writing a paper, they actually made tools. They are not pretty. So they have basic tools. With our platform, they created apps which are web-based apps, and they actually run them, test them, and verify them they are working, and they're going to show you those apps today. So they have learned how to instruct computer, which is AI, to build something today.
For the blue team, I'm Zaid. I'm Sri.
I'm Samim. Tasim.
So we tackled 2 problems I see right here, and we're gonna first go over the first problem we tackled, which was a household's carbon footprint and their emissions. And we believe that we should answer this problem first, because with global warming and all, how important it is for one to reduce their carbon footprint. And if we don't educate people right now, it could get worse and spiral out of control.
Yeah. Well, for our brainstorming process for our AI, we started off by listing factors that affect our carbon footprint, either making it larger or smaller. After we start making that list, right, we put it on a document and we start working things out, making sentences and putting it into ChatGPT, which also autofills it as well. And from there, we insert it into the website, and we pretty much created a form for kind of like a survey to fill out, and we can get data from there and it outputs it.
Alright,
So we can use any of them. So let's just start off with the car.
Yeah, so basically, the prompt that we created for this in CPROMPT.AI that prompts the AI tool is that we asked for the AI to grade the household's carbon footprint and emissions based on a bunch of different factors and fields, as seen right here, and give it a letter grade as A through F. And additionally, along with that, to provide a full summary provide feedback of every single field here. So, how he's putting a 4 down with their letter grade, and provide ways that one can improve that score. And in the end, provide a full summary of all the scores that they got, as well as creating a comparison between the country's average, the user's country's average carbon footprint in their household compared to their footprint in their household. Right now he's just filling out the list, and we'll see how it goes.
It's a pretty lengthy process because we wanted to make sure that we got as much data as we needed.
Yeah.
The program right now is running it and it's going to process an output.
It takes like 20 seconds.
Yeah, but what are the inputs for your program?
There's a lot of input, right?
Yeah, that's
a lot of it.
a lot of
So-
stuff based on like demographics and statistics.
They researched it and then came up with an idea that these things should impact their numbers, and then anybody can plug in those things, and then you see the colorful things. It's basically they're plugged in. Now AI is actually analyzing these. Based on that, it's going to produce results. So better output. Yeah. No, the next one.
So some of the inputs that we did for the fields for like here, like organic eating. So like if someone ate organic, the car type, if they had like a hybrid car or an electric car, if they would describe themselves as eco-friendly. There's also like if they recycled, if they composted, their general energy usage, their water consumption, food consumption, all these sorts of things. If they did public transport, if they use public transport, how they lived their life, and you can see that it gave the overall grade. There should be a summary comparing the country, bringing in everything that we've seen above into this thing right here, along with the full grade.
Pretty good.
Good job.
Good job.
Okay, so while I was pulling up, the second problem that we wanted to address was about a personal exercise planner. So what we created was a prompt for people to enter information to create their own personal exercise plans that AI generates. So the original prompt suggested that you put in the age, the weight, the current weight, the goal weight, and the lifestyle of the person. And using that information, it'll create certain exercise plans. But we decided to take it a little bit further, take it a few steps further, and we decided to input different ideas, such as like what country they live in, what kind of macronutrients they're eating right now, and what their daily exercise time goal is. And you may wonder, like, some of these things seem irrelevant, like what country they're in or what macronutrients they're having, but we feel like this plays a very big role in what kind of exercise is needed, because from a different country to country, like sometimes it's hotter, sometimes it's colder, you need different exercise plans for different areas. And also when it comes to macronutrients, we aren't trying to necessarily change the diet of the person. Again, we want to make exercise as easy as possible. So we decided that to input these macronutrients so that it can give the best personal exercise plan tailored to your diet, so that you get the best exercise plan without having to even change your diet. So Dasin will go ahead
Do you want to
and
run it?
explain a little more. Yeah.
Yeah, so before we run it, I would like to have volunteer, either among any of the audience, to come up and fill out data in this so that you can get a free set of exercises.
Free, we're giving it a free. See, we're not. Come on, Shubhra, come on.
Okay.
Right here. He wants you to input it.
I have to put my age there too?
Yeah, and then social security, social security,
Solely based on what you are.
select lifestyle. Let's
So
see.
select a lifestyle. Like, are you athletic, moderately athletic? Do you work out? Do you not work out? Are you a recreational person? Are you in the Olympics?
He's already selected. He does Olympics.
Male. You have an age.
Oh,
can I
lie on my age?
Yeah, he's very happy. Shubhra, I know you. I know you too long.
Based on your age and based on your lifestyle, it can give you like a certain set of exercises, such as if you're what 20 and you're mostly active, then you could go into soccer as it, or like recreational. And so we have daily exercise time goals. These are per day, how much you want to have based on. And don't worry, this protein, this whole entire diet, just reiterating on what Samir said, it's just working around your diet, it's not changing your diet, it's just giving you exercises based on your diet, so then you can be more fit.
Oh.
No, let me know. Very good job. So those are the two prompts?
Yes.
Those are our two prompts. Okay, hold on. So now your friends at the school, you guys have the team on the app?
Turn!
So, there's 5 things I think, right? So you guys choose your points. I'm going to see live if you do that.
How much resources gonna save?
Raj, leaderboard.
Okay, alright, the numbers are coming in. So,
Hey, Shafiq the goat.
Hey, Shafiq.
alright guys. So, by the way, this spreadsheet that you see is powered by AI.
What is it?
Wait, who's doing green?
Who's green?
Who's doing green?
Who's the imposter? Come on.
I see a green from Reese.
Come on now.
Wait, he's green too.
Awesome, good job. Okay, so you guys got a good nice score. You're not competing, but your friends are giving you the vote, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I'll give you the actually who said what, right? So now you guys have to, if anybody want to ask them any questions, they're ready.
Please go.
Yeah.
How much resources you spend in the day?
Oh yeah.
Like hours or
Money.
money?
Oh,
Like 350 to 400.
So they have 500.
We were definitely under the
350. No, what's that?
Yeah,
about 400.
But they won't add in the expense.
Yeah, the ballpark is like 350, 400, but we know it's already under 500.
At least have a free time.
Awesome. Good job. So RGB now green. So this is the green team. Go ahead, start.
Hi, my name is Aris. I'm in 10th grade. I'm going to 10th grade.
My name is Ethan and I'm going to 9th grade.
My name is Steven and I'm also going to 10th grade.
Our problem that we have decided to cover today is the problem of financial literacy, and specifically with the new generation. As they deal with many problems with financial management, and this can, if they're not able to deal with these financial problems, this will lead to many devastating consequences.
So our process for creating this prompt was to actually go to ChatGPT first and ask it what makes a good budget plan. And then we looked at what made a good budget plan from ChatGPT. And then we used this information to model questions that we actually put into our prompt. And that was pretty much how we did our brainstorming.
As you can see, by using ChatGPT, we made a full-blown statement. We have a lot of empty boxes. That's where you fill in your own personal details. For example, over here, it says your annual salary. So after you put that in, you also fill in all the other boxes, and then so like over here it says your annual salary, your month, and then like the currency for the salary. So after you fill all those in, you're basically going to click run, and it's going to create a whole financial plan for you. It's going to say things such as like how long it's going to take you to meet your goals and how much money you should save to accommodate them. So
What is Ethan entering? My numbers? What numbers is he entering? Ethan, what are you entering?
so we're waiting for Ethan to fill this out now.
What we mean by emergency is like if we want to invest in emergency services. So like if there's like an instance of a fire, we probably want to invest in like a fire hydrant.
Or you get fired, you need to. You don't get fired in a job.
Contingency plan.
Okay, you can see that we have things like salary, your savings, how much of debt you're in.
This is for Rocklin, right? That's what it says.
It is entering our detailed information. He knows all the
Also
personal
other stuff like your mode of transportation, how many
Do you
people
write
you live with. Yeah, so after you fill all that in,
Is it done? Okay. Let me open and make it bigger so you guys can go over the points. Is that the old one or new one?
this is the new one. Actually reminds me of an exam that I took. So basically, it says things such as it is recommended to spend around $300 to $400 per month on food. You put for
Go ahead.
you said for the below of an average person. It also says things like assuming an average person of 12 miles round trip for each outing, and gas costing per gallon. So it's basically saying like the average of how much you go out, how much you're gonna have to spend on gas. And then it says you're gonna have to approximately spend about $9 here for your outing, like whenever you go out, like with friends or family. And then it says you have to spend like $27 on transportation a month. This is based entirely around you. It's not just a general thing. It's where you put in all your information. It's gonna create a personal document only for you.
Awesome, awesome. Very good job. Good. Do you guys want to talk about that?
Can you make it more general?
No, a question. That's
Yeah, I have a question. So can you make it more general? So depending on, in terms of percentage, can you do that way?
What do you mean by general?
Like you mean like type like the degree of like?
No. Like, say for example, you said 300 to 400. Instead of saying that, you could say, okay, 20% of your salary goes to food. Something like that.
Yeah,
That'd be more.
you could ask it to output the percentage instead of actual numbers.
Yeah.
So that's what he's asking.
Yeah.
You could do that, but they didn't do that. They
Yeah.
went for.
It's good.
Yeah, you could do
Very
that. So the other one, just do you want to show it or just talk about it? Like the fitness one.
Let's show it.
Okay.
Show it.
All right. This is the fitness one.
Mm.
But talk about it. Like, what is it?
The other problem we've covered was actually an exercise planner, so that it could probably help with motivate people and make it easy enough to, really get people into make a really simple exercise plan.
No, the process for this one is a bit more simple. We just looked at the key points that were given in our question, and then we just kind of based off this prompt off those key points.
We require 4 things for this: the age, your weight, your type of lifestyle, and the goal weight. So basically, what you want in the end. Once you fill in all those, it's gonna create a daily exercise plan for you. It's also gonna tell you how much calories you should intake. So yeah, as you can see, Uncle is filling that out.
Should I go conservative? Doesn't matter, right?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
So what's the red button and what's the blue button?
Yeah, I was gonna
The
ask.
blue puts it in the background.
What is background?
So some jobs, like, the more analysis it has to do, the more time it takes. For example, you can say, watch that 2-hour YouTube video and tell me what the summary is, right? That's going to take not 2 hours, but it's going to. So in those kind of sense, you can just put the blue button and it'll say, I watched it and now I know the summary. So it'll come back and give you notifications. So let's see. So this is the basic one. Or you can just go over this one.
So this is for a 51-year-old who currently weighs 179 pounds. His goal weight is 165 pounds. So it creates a whole exercise routine for you. Like it says warm up, you can do 5 minutes of stretching, your cardiovascular exercises, and then your strength training. It also has a cool down because that's obviously really important. Your calorie intake, it says that you should approximately consume 1,800 to 2,000 calories per day.
I literally spent $100 to get that information off an app. I have that app. I actually try to follow it. I paid $100. You can get it for free, and you can make it like even more personalized. So that's cool. Good job. Very good. If you have any more questions, anybody has any questions? Moms, don't have any questions? Like, aski ki khaiso? That's what my mom's question was. Aski ki khaiso? These guys created actually a Google presentation. And go start now.
Hello everyone. This is our presentation for 2 projects that we created. I'm Qasim Haq.
I'm Sahir Zaman.
My name is Fatin Iqbal.
I'm Shafin Hussain. Next slide. We used and modified AI to create the following projects: a meal planner and a duplication email detection prompt. We'll verify this in a later slides.
Alright, so first we used a nutrition-based meal planner, or we created it, not used it. Next slide. So we created a prompt that allows us to customize a person's meal plan based on their gender, age, weight, etc. We began by using ChatGPT to aid us in our prompt engineering. Then we tailored our prompt in CPROMPT.AI with field text and list inputs. Finally, we ended with an app where users can input data. Next slide.
So, so this is our first app, and I'm going to, I or someone else might input information into a field and select information from a list to receive a personalized nutrition planner. This is like you've been seeing for the last 2 slides. So you're going to input. So our first category is gender. This one is just so it can tailor. Tailor the results in some way, in some form. And then we also have weight and height. I think those two are also important factors in determining proper nutrition. And then we also have city, which is kind of a unique category because sometimes environmental factors can actually influence the type of diet that you eat. So this is like a similar output that you've seen before. So it has a list of things, categories that you have to consider. So macronutrient distribution, so the carbohydrates, protein, fat, how do you distribute that? It's important for nutrition.
Awesome, good job.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So our next project was a duplicate email detection prompts. So basically this project, it basically like scanned a CSV file that was passed and then it looked for like duplicate email addresses, and for like each duplicate email address, it summed up like a specific value, and then finally it displayed like only the unique email addresses and the combined values. Fatin will expand on this topic.
Next slide. So as example, you see we have a chart. It says name, email, and amount. Amount could be any variable such as the number of times you visit a website. So the problem we tackled is, say you have a spreadsheet and you have the same input twice. Now instead of like going through manually and figuring out and adding up the numbers, you can like put the input in the app or the file and it will do it for you. If you can go in the app. This is like a different problem than the ones that you've been showing up until now. It's like, yeah, so if you like choose file and you choose the
list.
The list one.
The list.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. And you just run it. It's gonna like add the number of it's gonna add the variables and you're gonna have the same amount and no duplicates. After that you can like turn it into a PDF and use it. It's like, it saves just enough time for you to be efficient with your work and you don't have to do the same stuff twice. So it's like a feature that you can use in your everyday life. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's it.
I would also like to add something. So the format we use is called a markdown table. So it helps organize the spend time.
So this was the only computer science problem they solved. Nobody else did that. So this is very like make a file, do something.
Starting.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Good job.
We actually have 2 more slides. It's not related at all. The fonts and colors we use, and the next one, we took these slides from like slides ago. So thanks to them for letting us use them.
So any questions?
What is a CSV file?
Any question? What's the CSV file? Did somebody ask? I give it one.
Any questions? No, I asked myself, but like questions you could consider.
Yeah.
What's the CSV file, right?
Yeah, you can tell us.
Oh, the CSV file is called, the acronym is comma separated values. So if you see the normal file,
yeah,
the value, the columns and row values are separated by columns.
Awesome.
Grading. To keep things fair, Dr. Patwary and I let the kids grade each other instead of having adult judges. Each team graded the other 2 based on creativity, completeness, presentation, effort, and teamwork. To make grading easier, I developed a cool solution using ChatGPT, automatically updating the vote tally in a Google spreadsheet. It was a fun and efficient way to collect and calculate the votes. Scoring. And the final scores are in. The green team received the highest score, although it's important to note that neither Dr. Patwary nor I were involved in the scoring process. It was purely coincidental that our sons were part of the winning team. Certificates and gifts. To recognize the participants' efforts, we awarded them certificates of participation. Additionally, we gifted them 2 books, Superintelligence by Nick Bostrom and Bomber Mafia.
So we will now give them a certificate of completion and some gifts.
Sarin Mahmoud. Tahsin Haq. Sakir Zaman. Shafin Hussain. Ariz Rahman. Muhammad Iqbal. Ithen Kabir. Tahsin Rahman.
Jimin Patwari. Good job. Okay.
Amir Rahman. Zaid.
If you're interested in organizing your AI prompt engineering hackathon, we've shared all the documents we created to manage our event. You can easily download them from the link provided in the description. Lessons learned. Prompt engineering can be a really good way to get our kids to think about solving real problems. No-code prompt engineering means everyone can participate without the fear of code or the hassle of getting code to work in a short period of time. Prompt engineering requires no code to build real-world solutions. This is a great way to get kids interested in solving problems using technology without facing the typical barriers, writing code, deploying code, etc. They can focus on solving real-world problems and turn them into mini-apps for others. Prompt engineering is a great way to introduce everyone to artificial intelligence without bogging them down with technical complexity. So this is an easy on-ramp for them to try the high-tech and yet create fruitful and useful mini-prompt applications. We want to introduce prompt engineering to everyone in the world and look forward to hearing your feedback in the comment section below. Please like, share and subscribe to learn more about artificial intelligence and prompt engineering in the future. Thank you for watching.